Yo guys, what's up and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you all my go-to plugins in 2022. So first I'm going to start off with an instrument plugin, then I'm going to show you all an effects plugin, and it goes on like this the whole video. So make sure to stay till the end because I got some serious sauce in here. And please make sure to leave a like and to comment what y'all want to see next. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and to check out my socials, the links for that will be in my description. And yeah guys, let's go. So for the first plugin we got Omnisphere, which is or was the go-to plugin for every producer. And with some nice bangs you can make some pretty fire samples with them. My favorite bangs for Omnisphere are the ones from Inferno Spazin. Let's say I pick this bell and I have this MIDI. This is how the finished MIDI is sounding like with the bell. It's kind of like a Cubeatz or Pvlace vibe, and it sounds like this. Now for the first effects plugin we got Portal, which is a sound manipulation plugin I guess. And with some nice bangs you can have some weird and cool effects on your samples. Let's say I pick this reverb preset and put it on the bell and the MIDI I've shown y'all. And it can make samples sound pretty nice and pretty unique. And this is how the bell sounds like with Portal. Then for the next instrument plugin we got Contact, which is my favorite plugin of all time. And with some good bangs you can make crazy samples and crazy real sounding samples, because Contact is mainly there for like real sounding instruments. Let's say I pick this Chris Hine nylon guitar and have the same MIDI and it just sounds good. Or let me know if y'all want my top 10 Contact bangs in the next video. And this is how the finished MIDI is sounding like. Then for the next FX plugin we got RC20, which is a pretty known plugin, but it's still a great plugin and you can do great things with it. Like let's say I had this dry guitar which you all just heard, and let's make it sound more vintage. So basically you can turn on the wobble, the distortion, the digital, the magnetic and the noise, and you have a little EQ right here just to make it sound more vintage. And this is how the finished guitar pattern with RC20 is sounding like. Then for the next plugin we got Analog Lab 5, and basically you have like 20 plugins in one. As you can see, like you have Mellotron right here, which is a standalone plugin for Maturi as well, but you have it in one in Analog Lab. And there are some crazy preset banks for Analog Lab, like the ones from El Haq or from Noah Kass. Make sure y'all check them out. I picked the bell from El Haq's kit, and the plugin is pretty good for everything I would say, but I mainly use it for like these vintage Cubeatz type of samples. And I laid down the pattern, and the pattern I laid down is sounding like this. And then for the next FX plugin we got Soothe 2, which is basically my favorite FX plugin, as y'all can see in all my videos. Basically the only thing it does is like EQing the harsh and unnecessary frequencies by itself, so you don't have to do it. You have a visualizer for that, so let me play the pattern and y'all can see what it does. And you can play around with this plugin, like you can put the attack on fast or on slow or like in the middle. Then you can put it on hard, you can play with these three knobs. And it's basically my favorite FX plugin because I don't have to EQ my sounds like that much. And it's a go-to plugin for sure. Then for the next instrument plugin we got Cubeatz, which is a pretty fire VST if you want some nice and real sounding pianos. Like let's just pick the default preset and just listen to this MIDI, and it sounds pretty realistic in my opinion. And for the next effects plugin we got the Sound Shifter Pitch Stereo from Waves, and it's basically just there to pitch a sample up and down. Like let's say you have a lot of patterns right here and you don't want to render them out, you can just put the sound shifter on there, pitch it up and down and see what you like the best. I'm gonna give you an example. so I guess y'all get the hang of it, and it's just to make the pitching up and down way easier. Now for the last instrument plugin we got Keyscape, which has a lot of nice piano sounds, Rhodes sounds, and all these other key instrument sounds. And Keyscape is there just to make all kinds of samples. You can make Spanish sounding samples with the pianos, you can make emotional samples, you can make dark samples, vintage samples, and this is one of my favorite presets, and this is how the preset is sounding like in a full pattern. And then for the last FX plugin we got this J37 stereo from Wheezy, and it's basically there just to make the samples sound more vintage as well, and it's perfect for samples in the style of Cubeatz, Pvlace and Frank Dukes. So I'll just play the pattern and skip to these presets, and this is how it sounded like. And obviously these were just a few presets. There are a lot of more presets that you can use. And I hope y'all liked the video. Please make sure to like the video and to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to comment what y'all want to see next. Follow me on all my socials. And thank y'all for this crazy support. And yeah guys, see y'all.